Good evening. Thank you for joining us. I'm Drew Murin. Tonight's top stories include the importance of using your brain while having fun in the Truckee Meadows. We now join a live lecture in progress with TMCC University professor Drew A. Stickman. A Stickman? Oh. And this concludes today's lecture on the brain. Are there any questions? Yes, you.
Excuse me, Mr. Murin, I'd love to have fun, but are you telling me I could have fun and use my brain?
Especially in the outdoors. Reno Tahoe offers endless opportunities for the outdoor enthusiast. Events such as the Great Reno Balloon Races. Ready, set, go. Great. People come from all over the world to experience the many events and conventions that the Reno Tahoe area has to offer. The arts. The Reno Tahoe area is rich in culture of all kinds. From Shakespeare to Broadway and Art Town to Burning Man, no other area offers such excitement. The nightlife. No matter how young or old, the Reno Tahoe area has the nightlife entertainment for you. From dancing, music, gaming, and restaurants, this is your 24-hour hotspot. Back to Drew in the newsroom. We're back, okay. We now go to our getaway correspondent, Drew Blood, as he gives us an in-depth tour of our hotspot of the week.
Hi, I'm Drew with Getaway Magazine. I've heard some great things about Murphy's Irish Pub, so we're here in South Lake Tahoe to check it out. Walking through the front door of Murphy's, I'm greeted by the owner, Keith, in proper Irish fashion with a pint of Guinness. From there, I take a seat at the bar, and Erica takes great care of me all night long. Just as my mates and I were on the brink of unlocking the mysteries of the universe, Erica hands me a dinner menu. I decide on the bangers and mash per a recommendation from one of our Facebook fans. From there, I make a pass through the spectacular salad bar, which provides me ample cushion for the main course. Ah, the main course. Let's just say it's one of those meals that tastes so good, you have to consciously pace yourself to avoid looking like a half-starved hyena tearing away at a wildebeest carcass. Now that my plate is polished to a high gloss, a local Celtic band was cranking up, and I was invited to sit in and play the bodhran drum to some of Ireland's most famous folk songs. I just knew those private bodhran lessons would pay off someday. After banging out 4 or 5 songs, it was time to take 10. Keith made a huge mistake and challenged the getaway guy to a high-stakes game of pool in the back deck area. The game came down to the wire, and yours truly made an extremely precise, but let me be honest and say, one of the luckiest bank shots in history, gaining victory of the coveted Irish prize. Yep, you guessed it, another pint of Guinness. It was a hard-fought match with fans rooting for both sides, but in good sportsmanship, Keith and I decided to fire up the Dropkick Murphys favorite on the karaoke stage for a duet. The dogs were howling and the kids were scared to death, but we managed to finish the song in an eruption of applause and chants. Still not sure if it was for the performance or if the singing had finally concluded. Either way, tonight couldn't have been more memorable. Murphy's Irish Pub in South Lake Tahoe definitely has the getaway guy's eggnog. Normally, I avoid cliches like the plague, but stop in sometime and tell Keith the getaway guy sent you.
I hear they make a mean tostada. Speaking of tostadas, we now join Master Chef Drew Attention in Heck's Kitchen for our gourmet dish of the day.
We've got an emergency. Drew has set the kitchen on fire again.
He's not catering the company picnic, is he? This just in. We now join foreign news correspondent Drew, a pitcher in Kandahar, Afghanistan.
As you can see here, it looks more like the Truckee Meadows than it does the Middle East. All violence was completely halted today when a bizarre 6 inches of snowfall blanketed the region. It was the first recorded snowfall in Afghanistan history, so you can imagine the surprise. People were sledding on blown up car parts, building snow Muslims like you see here, and throwing these instead of
We lost the feed.
A new twist in the Toys for Tots pocket-picking pimp Santa saga. Recently released amateur video footage reveals the latest escape of the frilly bandit on his inconspicuous vehicle. The individual has been identified as Bubba, aka Sammy Claus. Despite his soft red velvet suit and feather boa, do not solicit him for a trick. He is considered dangerous. Today has been an exciting day for news, and myself here at DreusNews hope you will, well, consider one of the Drews you've seen today as your news anchor. Weatherman, key grip, microphone man. I sweep floors, I do windows. And if provoked, I'll even perform a mean pedicure. Thanks for watching. This is DreusNews.